A backup is a binary file containing the router's configuration, including passwords, certificates, and other sensitive data. You can use this file to restore the configuration to the original router or a router with the same hardware. To create a backup file, navigate to Files in the Winbox menu. Click on Backup. Enter a password to secure access to the backup file. By default, the file name includes the router's identity and the backup date. To create a backup file from the command line, use System Backup Save. It is recommended to avoid storing backup or export files on the router, as they may consume valuable disk space and may be lost if the router is damaged. Transfer them to your PC or another storage device for safekeeping. On router boards, any backups by default will be stored in the flash folder. Remember, everything outside the flash folder is a RAM disk, which is non-volatile memory and will be lost on reboot. Use the drag and drop feature in the Files menu to transfer files between the router and your PC. To restore the contents of a backup file, drag and drop the backup file to the router and click on Restore. Enter the password used to create the backup file and confirm. The router will reboot and load the configuration from the backup file. You can also use the System Backup Load command to restore a backup file from the command line. Export is a text file with the extension .rsc that contains a script with the explicit configuration of your router. Use this file to apply the configuration to another router or modify it before importing. To create an export file, only the command line interface can be used. To hide sensitive details, use the Hide Sensitive switch. This can be useful when sharing your configuration without revealing passwords or keys. This command will create and store configuration file in the Files menu. Use the command Export without any parameters to display the result directly to the terminal. If you only wish to export a specific section of the configuration, proceed the export command with the folder tree you wish to export. For example, let's export firewall configuration. To restore the contents of an export file, use the command Import in the command line interface. This will execute the script from the export file named and apply the configuration to the router. If you wish to only import a specific subset of commands, such as just the firewall section, open the saved export text file in a text editor, such as Notepad++. Once open, locate the required section and copy the text into the clipboard. Now right-click and paste the commands into the terminal. This will import only the firewall filter rules to the router. Another option for configuration backup is to use the Cloud Backup feature, allowing you to make an encrypted backup and store it online on MikroTik's cloud server. This feature is available since Router OS version 6.44. The Cloud Backup service has some limitations and requirements. You can only store one backup file per device, and the backup file must be no larger than 15 megabytes. The backup file must be encrypted using the AES encryption method, and you need an active internet connection to reach the MikroTik cloud server. To create a cloud backup, use the System Backup Cloud command. Enter the password to encrypt the backup file. This will create a new system backup file, encrypt it with AES using your password, and upload it to the cloud server. To check the status of your cloud backup, use the print command. This will show you the name, size, version, date, status, and secret download key of your cloud backup file. The secret download key is a unique string that identifies your backup file on the cloud server. You will need this key if you want to download or restore the backup file to a different device than the one that created and uploaded it. To restore a cloud backup, reset the router to its default configuration and reconnect it to the internet. Once the router has successfully rebooted, you will see the prompt indicating that the default configuration is loaded. To retrieve the backup from the cloud, execute the following command and enter the password used to create the cloud backup. Additionally, specify the cloud backup identifier, which is number 0. This is the only backup file you can have on the cloud server. After the reboot, the device will be restored. If you want to upload a new file to the cloud, delete the existing backup file. To do this, use the following command. That's all for this video tutorial on MikroTik Configuration Backup. I hope you found it useful and informative. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.